Coach, we've had a going to be a factor here this afternoon at Empower Field at Mile High in Denver. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tennessee Titans and the Denver Broncos. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This one fielded at the 5.
Let's go. At their own 26-yard line. Here we go. Hey, read. Let's go. Ready.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
2nd and 4. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about.
You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. They are in a zone. Remember, folks, 4 interceptions for this defense a week ago. First drive, make it number 5.
And the focal point will be the people who pick the ball out of the air. But let's not forget, to make that happen, there has to be an excellent pass rush, terrific coverage where they are plastered to the receivers, and then, of course, taking it away, making the catch, and going in the other direction.
Now this one complete to Corey Davis. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Good yardage after the catch as that play good for 30 and a first. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. No room to be had there on the first down run as he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Derrick Henry. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Henry. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It's a pickup of 4, but they're still a yard short here with 4th down, forthcoming. On 4th down, Porter into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That's going to be caught. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. Well, starting drive number 2 off on the right foot. Completion for the first down. Drive 1 they had to be pretty frustrating because they moved the football. They just didn't get any points out of it.
But warm-up QB2, let's bring in the back.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Andy Janovich, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards, as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Leonard Floyd, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Jarrell Casey drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long.
Now this is where field awareness comes into play. He's getting perilously close to his own goal line, and after that sack, backed up to his own 2.
And he'll take it on this side of midfield. Almost outkicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return. And it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And an alley to run.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Lindsey. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
They'll run. It's Leno. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Let's get off the field. Let's go now. Let's go now. Let's go now. Ken Tucson. We ain't giving him nothing to do.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. This is the tight end Fan. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos 1st down. On 1st down, Lindsey. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. 2nd and 6. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And that'll make the score 14-0. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points. Get that 0 off the board. 2nd and 5. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
25 yards there on the catch and run.
I think the good offensive coordinators in the league now are looking at the fullback position and finding the right guys to hide in that spot and increase their passing game, as we just saw there. How about the run after catch? Racked him.
Well, yeah, whether it's a true fullback, a tight end you put in the fullback spot, you know they're going to be tough to bring down if you can get them the football in the passing game. Now throwing on first down and completing it. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd down now, it's Henry, and here he'll get it down to the 7. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Looking to throw. Porter. Diving for the end zone, and the ball's knocked out. It's picked up by the Broncos. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
66, bullet high.
They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
He'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando Hillis. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. It's picked up by the Titans. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Holding on to the football becoming a little bit of an issue. He had 2 fumbles last week, remember.
I played for a guy that used to talk all the time about creating turbulence in the pocket, making the quarterback jumpy, make him antsy, keep getting after him a little bit, and make sure he thinks about holding on to the ball because you're going after him.
Following the fumble recovery, Porter. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And down inside the 15 he goes. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. On first down, Porter, and caught by Henry. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll be second down. That first down completion only down to the 7. Now a timeout being called as there's an injured Titan down on the field. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on third down. From the gun, Porter. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Jalen Samuels, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25. A couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Looking to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. He'll drop to throw. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. He'll dump this one off to Lindsey. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. He completes this to Sutton. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. They'll throw now on the final play. Left side here, that's the tight end Fant. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. To throw again, Porter. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Tennessee getting the first down on a big play of 18 yards. On 1st and 10, Porter. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 46. Operating from the gun, Porter. It's complete to Lockett. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And he gets it down to the 32. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Off play action. Porter. It's caught. Lockett. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Porter forced out to his left. And not able to get it that time. He'd hit on 6 straight passes. Not there. 2nd down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing again. Porter. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And a short return to the 6-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league.
And his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. And they work this out past the 25. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that 1st half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Give him 14 yards there and a Denver 1st down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
They'll run on first down. It's Lindsey. And some room to run now. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 38. On first down, right back to Lindsey. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Here we go. Brings up second and 11 at the 39-yard line.
Hey, alert three.
Ready, go.
Second and 11. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 26.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
This is Freeman on first and 10. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. The tackle was by the Boston College product, Harold Landry.
61.
Here's second and 8. This is Fant on the short completion. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. Here's Randy Bullock now as he'll go for the field goal. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. To throw again, Porter. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Well, interceptions have been a problem in this one. If he could have got his feet down here, it would have been another.
Would have been a huge one. They've had a great game taking the ball away. Thought they had another one, just unable to get. Those cleats inbounds.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they look to throw. He completes it to Henry. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. Welcome back now to Denver. It's Titan football here as they trail to begin the 4th quarter. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Looking to throw. Porter. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Rolling to his left. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Phillip Lindsey hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos push further out in front. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Watch the whip. Show it up.
They'll run it again with Henry. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
The Titans on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up the 4th down. They'll run. It's Henry. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
If he writes a book in the offseason, he ought to title it Undaunted, because where he is on the field, back on his own side, and goes for it and gets it, I got to give it to him on that one.
Yeah, only thing you can justify it with is it was only a few inches that they needed. If it's 4th and 2, probably doesn't do it. Hey, he got it. Give him credit.
Yeah, but if they don't pick it up,
then you're in trouble.
Yeah, they're giving points to the other team at that stage.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
check, 59. Bandit, bandit. Mike's 59. Mike's 59.
To throw on third down, Porter. And that is incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on fourth down. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come out here. Come get some.
Topper, topper.
4, take 4.
C6. Let's go.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those.
They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. They'll set up a throw. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the 1st down or to have the defense have to hold
But he
up.
trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
We'll see what his offense can do. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. And his throw here's incomplete. The former 1st-round pick, Vernon Hargraves, the one who was there defensively. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, Porter. And quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That's a 1st down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10. Throwing on 1st down, Porter. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Leonard Floyd picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Back to throw. Porter. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Porter. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Derek Barnett able to maneuver in for the sack. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Watch the screen.
So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And the pressure gets to him again. Leonard Floyd. And that will force a turnover on downs. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
First down, Lindsey. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. That one looks like he'll throw here. Complete. Richardson has it. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. Well, clear running situation. Try to take time off the clock. You ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
Now on third down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. Dory Jackson right there, step for step in coverage.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was third and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
After the field goal now, it's Bullock to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together?
I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. He was trying to go back to Corey Davis there, and it's third down. From the gun, Porter. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
On fourth down, Porter. He's going to let it fly. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
let's go now. 10 Lobo. It's our field. Greystone, cut up.
They'll drop to throw. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more